This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so today we'll discuss about the Ansible roles here. Okay, so what is Ansible roles here? Okay, an Ansible role is a group of tasks, okay, or of files or handlers stored in a standardized structure. Guys, I hope you can able to hear me and my screen is also visible. Someone please respond. Manjunath, can you able to hear me? Okay, thank you. Okay, so what is Ansible roles here? Ansible roles is a group of tasks. So what are the tasks that plays in a playbook, guys? Okay, the number of tasks we used to write in our playbooks, right? So those are all called as a task here. Okay, playbooks. So here, let's open anyone. Okay, let's open this tags. Okay, so what are all the one task here you can see, right? So this is what called as a one play in a playbook. Okay, so this entire scripts are called as a playbook here, right? Under this play, okay, this is a under this playbook, this is a one play, guys. Okay, like that. So what the Ansible role is, Ansible roles are the group of tasks, okay, or files, or either it may be a task or it may be a files or it may be a handlers I did not put. I will tell you in the next topic. Okay, in a standardized structure. Okay, we are placing all these files in a one standard structure here. Okay, that is called as the Ansible roles. Okay, so what are roles then? Okay, roles are a small functionalities which can be used independently used, but only within a playbook. Okay, what we are going to do, guys, here is in a normal way we are going to write a otherwise we'll take an example here. Okay, whenever you're deploying any of your new server, okay, under that prerequisites, okay, we'll be having the Java, Guys, please wait once again. Hello guys, can you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah. So what are the roles here? Okay, so roles I was explaining here. So instead of writing the playbook in order to deploy any of our pre-recreated softwares or any of the standard activities which we used to do in a regular manner. Okay, so at that time, instead of writing a playbook, what we can do is we can write a one role here. Okay, and we can call that role whenever we require. Okay, that is what the same manner. In the normal, otherwise there is one more example. If I say means a Docker image, right? So we can create a one Docker file. From that we are creating a one Docker image, right? And from that Docker image, I can able to create Docker containers any number of time, right? Here also the same manner. Okay, we are going to create a one Ansible role, and whenever we require, we will call this Ansible roles in our playbook. So what are the Ansible roles? Ansible roles are the group of tasks or files or handlers. Okay, handlers will come to know in the next point. Okay, so why we need this Ansible roles then? Okay, in order to simplify the complex playbooks. Okay, so in order to write the complex playbooks, we are avoiding here. Okay, basically we are writing a one role and we are calling that role in our playbook. Okay, to avoid complex playbooks. So roles allow you to use the reuse the common configuration steps, okay, between different types of servers. Okay, so it will be a generic one role we are going to create. So whenever we require, we will reuse that one. Okay, so roles are flexible and it can easily modified. Okay, how to create these roles? Sorry. How to create these roles? Okay, basically you need to go into this location etc Ansible. So that is our default inventory file location, right? So under that we need to create a one directory called as a roles. Okay, and then the what do you call, by default when we are using this sudo, right, it will be mapped to root user. Okay, but we are using a Ansible as a username. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to map this roles directory to this Ansible username. Okay, then what we can do, we can initialize this Ansible galaxy. Okay, that is the command, and then init in the sense it is going to initialize and then provide the role name, whatever the role name he wants to provide. Okay, so let's do that. So this is my, just a second, the machine bind off. So here I have, one second. So this is the node 1. Okay, fine. This is my Ansible machine. Okay, so under that I have a playbooks, right? So this is the correct machine. Okay, now what we will do, we will create a roles. Okay, where I need to create in a etc Ansible location. Okay, under this I need to create a one directory which is called roles. Okay, roles. Okay, so let's create that. So sudo mkdir roles. Okay, enter. So as you can see, the roles has been created, but it is pointing to root user. Right now we have logged in using the Ansible user. So what I need to do, I need to map this roles directory to this Ansible user. Okay, so how we can do that? Using sudo chown. Okay, chown, that is changing the ownership of the file. Then what, for which user he wants to map? The Ansible user colon, that is the first user, and the second group also we are mentioning it as Ansible only. Then provide the directory which he wants to map. Okay, just enter. Now we can see here it has been mapped to, earlier it was showing root, right? Now it has been pointing to Ansible username. Okay, so we'll do one more thing. I will pass -r here. Okay, -r in the sense recursively. That means whatever the directories we will create in the and the roles directory, right? So all those directories will be, or files will be pointing configured to root user, not root user, Ansible user. Okay, hence I'm giving -r, enter. Okay, so this is done. Then what I need to do, so then what I need to do is I need to initialize the role name here. Okay, how I can do? So sudo ansible -galaxy, okay, init. Okay, then provide the role name. So okay, whatever the role name you can provide, it's left to you. So let's we call this role name as a web server. We can provide any name, guys. Okay, just I'm using it, enter. It is saying galaxy command not found. Why this error? Permission denied. Okay, let's go into this directory, roles. So sudo ansible -galaxy init. Okay, web server. If this is the role name, enter. Again, I'm getting command not found. Okay, the role web server was created successfully. Okay, now you can see the web server has been created. Okay, so under this web server, we will be having a n number of directories here. Okay, it will be in a standard format. See, these are all the directories which is created now. Okay, in order to better understand, let's install a tree in this one. Okay, tree is available, tree web server. Okay, tree is not there. Let's install this. Sudo yum install tree. And right. Okay, so tree web server. Okay, so it has created a one standardized structure like this. Okay, the role name is called as a web server. Under that it has a default, under that it has a files, under that it has a handlers, metadata, task, templates, test, vars, okay, variables, var indicates variable. So all these things, okay, in the earlier one we used to write it in a one single playbook, okay, and it used to become a complex one, right? So now what we are going to do is we are writing a one, we are creating a one role, okay, and what are all the files and templates, what are all them, we are writing it in a respective directory here, okay, and whenever we require we will call this web server role in our playbook, okay, so that what happens, it will be an easiest way to execute any of the playbooks, guys, right? Okay, then let's go back here. Okay, so what are the task contains here? Okay, the task contains the main list of tasks to be executed by role. What are the tasks, guys? Okay, so in our playbook we have n number of, somewhere it went, okay, so cat, um, cd enter, cd playbook, cat, thanks. Okay, so this is what our playbook, right? Let's copy this one. Okay, okay, so what are all the task contains? Task contains the main list of tasks to be executed by role. So what are all the tasks? These are all the tasks, guys, right? Under task sections, what are all the n number of tasks we are writing, like install the httpd git, so these are all called as a task, okay, right? So what we need to do is, okay, under task section, okay, in your role you find the task here, right? Under task, okay, there is a one main.yaml file, okay, so under this main.yaml file, whatever the task you wants to perform, so those tasks you need to mention it in main.yaml, okay, under task location. Like that we need to differentiate each and everything, guys, okay. Then comes the handlers here, okay, handler is the one, guys, okay, so handler is the one. So whenever you perform any task, okay, like the example, whenever you deploy any deployment, okay, post deployment we need to restart the service, okay, unless until you restart the service, whatever the changes we have made, it will not reflect, guys, okay. So what this handler will do is, this handler will execute at end of our playbook, okay, and it will restart the mentioned service for the handlers, okay. I will show that with an example after this Ansible roles. Then comes the default, okay. In the default, what you can mention, if you want to mention any of the default variables, okay, you can mention it in a default one. Then vars here, that is a group vars, host vars, the variables which I mentioned, right? The same one, okay, we can mention that in a vars section. Then comes the file, okay, so what is this file contains? It can be any file, guys, okay, if you want to upload or download any files, okay, so such files you need to mention it in a files location, okay. Then comes the template, okay, if you have any template for your application, okay, you can mention it in a templates, okay. For each and everything, guys, okay, there is a separate directory. Under that you will find the what do you call main.yaml file. Under that we need to mention each and everything, okay. This is what the Ansible roles here, okay. Now we will do the demonstration here, okay. So fine, so currently I'm in a roles directory, okay. First what we will do, we will write a task here, okay. So what the task, okay, right, we can do is, let's install the like Apache server, okay, like the last one how we used to install, right, the same manner. One second. Okay, sorry. So let's create a task for this one. Okay, so task where I need to mention under task dot under task, I will be having a, where is the task? Okay, here is the task. Okay, under the task I have a one main.yaml file. Okay, so there I need to add, I need to write the task. Okay, so clear. So vi web server, right? Under that I have a task. Under that I have a main.yaml file. Okay, here I need to write. So let's remove this one. You can, here you can write any number of tasks, guys. Here, okay. So host, sorry, not host. Here we need to mention only name of the task here. Okay, what are the tasks he wants to do, perform. Okay, so we will install the HTTPD service. Okay, this is the one task. Okay, how we need to install, what is the module? Yum is the module, correct? So HTTPD. Okay, done. This is the one task. Then what I need to do, let's do a one more thing. Okay, so once this HTTPD is done, okay, what I need to do is it will just downloads the HTTPD service. Okay, but I need to start this service, correct? Okay, let's write a one more task for this one. Okay, start the HTTPD service. I'm just starting the service here. So what is the module to service start? Service is the module. Okay, 1 2, then provide the name of the service he wants to do. Let's say HTTPD. Okay, so for this one, state I need to mention, okay, whether it is started or no, I don't want. Let's do a restart it. So you can do directly started. Okay, that is the state I'm providing. Then anything else? So only two tasks is there. Let's write a one more as well. Okay, so name. Let's create a one index.yaml file, guys. Okay, and we will upload in the file section. So copy the index file, index.html file. That is a one task I'm doing. Okay, so what is, how we can do this one using copy module. Yes, if you guys not understanding, please let me know. I will help you on that. So what is the copy module? src, right? Where is the source location I need to mention? Okay, this source for the HTTP will be available in the var. So this is the default location, guys. Okay, var www slash and html. Okay, sorry, here not here. So under destination, so it should be in a destination where it will be in a var www slash html. So once you install this httpd, guys, okay, then only this location will be available. Okay, unless until no. Okay, then source will write here in the index.html. Okay, I will upload, I will add this one in a index, sorry, files.yaml file, guys. Okay, that is done. Then okay, we will add a handler also here. Okay, because once it is done, I want to restart this service. Okay, so for that we'll add a notify. So handler is the one, guys. Okay, it will checks for the notify keyword. Okay, whenever it identifies the notify keyword in your playbook, the respective service it is going to be restarted. Okay, so notify, I will explain this one handlers later on, guys. Okay, after this roles, then restart uh, web server, web server. Okay, correct. So under task section, I am installing the HTTPD then I'm starting the service, then I'm copying one index.html file to the so and so location. I'm just informing the notify to restart the web server. This name I is important because whatever the name I mention here, the same name I need to mention, otherwise it will throw an error, the handler one. Okay, so let's copy and save this file. So this is in a task section. Okay, now what I need to do, I have created a one index.html file, guys, right? So where I need to mention that. Okay, so let's check the web server, tree web server. There is a one file. Okay, files here. Okay, under this file we can mention those in file name here, whatever the file name I mentioned, right? That file name you can mention it here. Okay, so vi web server, under that files, right? Under that I need to create a one index.html file. Okay, enter. So under this one you can write anything, guys. Just on an html file I'm writing. Welcome to Ansible roles. Just on index.html I'm adding h2, sorry, h1, right? Then escape colon wq, right, guys? Then task is done, we have mentioned the file, then comes the handler one. Okay, under handlers I need to restart the service, right? Okay, let's open this handler. Vi web server, under that I have a handlers, under that I have a main.yaml. Okay, so here in the handlers I need to mention the service name, post deployment, in which service it should get restart. Okay, sorry, the name. Okay, restart. So this is the name I need to provide this. Okay, whatever the name I copied here, right, the same name I need to paste it down there. Okay, if you make any mistake in this one, this handler will not work, guys. Service name. Okay, which service it should get restart, httpd. Then what is the state here? Restarted. Okay, fine. Okay, guys, then escape colon wq, then everything is done, right? Okay, now we will write a playbook for this one. Let's go to the playbook. Okay, we'll write a one playbook for this roles dot yaml. Okay, so hyphen posts. Okay, under which server you wants to do this activity. Let us try any one of this if this is available or no. Okay, service httpd status. Okay, it is available. Let me remove this one. So sudo yum remove httpd hyphen y. Okay, it has removed. Now let us check. Okay, see guys, httpd is not at all available. Now what I will do, I will write a playbook, okay, in such a way that, okay, it will installs the httpd service, and then it starts the service, then it is copying one html file to the var www.html.com, I mean html slash index.html file there, and then it will, since the handler is available, we have made some configuration changes, the handler will trigger. Okay, and this handler will restart the Apache service. Okay, so all these tasks it has to perform. Okay, so let's write a playbook. So app server. Okay, that is the this node one group name. then comes the task, right? The normal way how we used to write the playbook, right? The same manner here. Okay, tasks. Okay, under task I will call a roles here, roles. Okay, under roles, what is the role name? I have mentioned the web server, right? That is the role name. Okay, and one more thing, I need to add a become true here, because since I'm going some server level configuration, right? Okay, let's add a become true. Okay, sorry, the task is not required since we are calling the role here. Correct. See guys, instead of writing that much of complex playbook, I'm just writing it in a one single 4 lines. Okay, and whenever I require the same role I need to execute, just what I will do, I will just write a one playbook where it should get deployed, and just I will call that role in my playbook. Okay, this is what the Ansible roles. So let's run the playbook now. So how to run the playbook? So Ansible hyphen playbook. What is the and playbook name? What is the playbook name? Roles.yaml. Let's give hyphen v. Okay, we'll check. Enter. See guys, now it is installing the HTTP PD service, and it has started the service. Okay, everything is done guys. Now we can go here. Let us check the service HTTP PD status. See, it has installed and the service is also started guys. Okay, if you are okay, then check the IP address and check it out in a browser. You will get an output saying that welcome to Ansible. Okay, before that I need to open this port number, right? Once again. It has not service not reached. They are after changing this UI now. I'm able to understand this one. Details, security, networking. Come on. Okay, here is the launch wizard and edit inbound routes. So add role, custom TCP, provide the 80 port number because this is the default port number is 80. Add it and then save the rules. Okay, once it is done, go back to your dashboard and take the IP address of this machine, copy it, take any browser, paste it. Okay, provide 80. Okay, you got it. Welcome to Ansible rules, guys. It is the easiest way, right, in order to avoid the complex playbooks. Got it? Any difficulty, guys? Any doubts? See, in only 4 lines, I have created a playbook. I have wrote a playbook for this one. See here, only 4 lines. Correct, right? Any doubts, guys? No, right?
Right now, no, Tushar. Once we start
Okay.
working, right? Okay, we'll get back.
Yeah. Yes. Do practice. Okay. If any issues, let me know. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So handlers here. Okay. Handlers have this one. Actually, I was about to inform my handlers. I thought of taking the earlier only. Okay. So what is handlers here? Okay. So handlers are just like a normal task in a Ansible playbook. Okay. But they run only when if the task contains the notify keyword, right? The main in my role also I mentioned the same thing, right? Okay. Cat etc Ansible, then roles, then the role name is called as a web server, under that handlers, under that main.yaml. See here, sorry, not in this one, web server task. Okay, task under that main.yaml. You can see I have mentioned the notify keyword. So whenever in our playbook it identifies the notify keyword, and whatever the service name you mention, okay, that service name it is going to be restarted. Okay. Okay, task contains a notified directive. It also indicates that it is changed something. Okay, so let's take the same example only, guys. Okay, as you can see, this is the one playbook. Okay, so first what I'm going to do, I'm installing the httpd service, then I'm starting the service. Okay, once the service is started, I have placed the one index.html file under this location. Okay, that means something has been changed, right, in the configuration perspective. Okay, then what we need to do, whenever you make any changes in your service, guys, okay, you need to restart that service. Unless until you restart that service, those changes it will not reflect. Okay, not only here, anywhere. Okay, post deployment you need to restart the services. Okay, since it is already started here, since I have already started my Apache service, okay, there is a httpd service. Okay, but I have copied a one index.html file. Okay, since I have placed the file, some configuration changes happened here. Okay, because of that I'm mentioning the notify here keyword whenever this playbook runs. Okay, whenever this playbook runs, and this notify, I mean this handler will run at the end of the playbook only. Okay, it will run at the end of the playbook, and whatever the service name you mention it here, that service name it is going to be restarted. So that where you are going to mention, here I mentioned here. See the notify keyword, whatever the name you mentioned, right, under notify, the same name you need to mention it out here. Okay, if you make one small spelling mistake also, this handler will not run. Okay, that is what the handler does. One second, guys, I'm getting the office call once again. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay, so this is what the 1 second guys. Hello, ಆರಾಗುವರೆ ಒಂದು 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕಾಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು 10:30 ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ರೀ, ಬಾಯ್. Yeah, hello, sorry guys. Okay, so this is what the handler does guys. So let's write a playbook here and show me how the handler works. Okay, so in order to do that one, what we can do is we can use our existing any one of the playbook we will use. Okay, in order to demonstrate this one Ansible what do you call handlers. So which one we will use? Okay, okay, let's use this tags.yaml only, it will be better, and we will alter this one. Okay, so this is the so this is the normal playbook guys. Okay, so for this one we will configure the handler. So what it is doing, install http git tree over wget. Okay, so we will remove this tags one first. Okay, so everything correct right now. Okay, so this is our normal playbook. Okay, for this one we will configure the handler here. Okay, so handler will always run at the end of our playbook. Okay, so here we'll write the handler here, handlers, handlers. Okay, so handler, so for this one it will be having the normal task, right? Okay, so we'll give the name called as a restart http. This is the one we will use guys. Okay, the same one, restart httpd. Okay, so what is the syntax? So from which one it is going to run? Using the service, it's the module. Sorry, okay, using the service is the module. And which service it should get? Restart name. Okay, this one will give. Then what is the state? State should be restarted. Even though if it is started, we will restart it. Okay, so here in the name section, okay, I need to mention that whenever, I mean, it should identify the notify keyword, and based on that notify keyword only it will execute. Okay, so where we'll mention, you can mention it anywhere. Okay, let's write it here. Okay, okay, notify restart httpd. Okay, let's give this name. Okay, and the same name you need to mention it out here. Okay, so I hope everything is correct only. Let's copy this and try to run. If we get any error, we'll check. So vi handlers dot yaml. Escape colon wq. So Ansible from playbook. What is the playbook name? Handlers dot yaml. Okay, we are getting the error. Line number 15, column number 5. Okay, let's check. Instead of debugging here, it's better to open here only. Handlers.yaml. So task it is HTTPD. So all of the space indents are correct only, right here. Okay, so this handler should come here. Okay, like this it should come. Okay, now it is working, it seems. Okay, so let's run this one more time. Hyphen p. Handler is not triggering. vi handlers.yaml. Hey, here we have made a mistake, right? This should be HTTPD only. Why restart here? Okay. Escape colon WQ. Okay, again it is not running. Let's go ahead and baby. Okay, here it is showing us, okay, run handlers, right? Here, when I give here only, it should show, sorry, vi handlers.yaml. In a backend it is running, but I want to show you guys in the front end. Any difference is there, guys? Any ideas? There might be some minor problem only here. Handlers, HANDLERS, correct only, right? And notify, NOTIFI. But when it is showing handler is running when we give verbose here. Okay. The normal also it should show. So guys, I told you about verbose, right? If you're not understanding what's happening, you can use this hyphen VV. VV stands for verbose. So you'll come to know what exactly it is happening in a backend there. Okay. Here it is showing it has ran the handlers here. Okay. Right. But handlers are the normal tasks, just like a what are the place we are executing, right? The same manner. So install wget it is coming, right? Like that only it should come. Handlers running. So run handlers like that. Okay. Let's make it a single word here. Mhm. Guys, can you please check this one if you are okay? So that completes the Ansible part. So tomorrow we can start other services, other application. Please check, guys. Okay, let me check and update you on the same. I'm not understanding now. I'm tired. Okay, let's stop recording.